hey, Mom, check out this clip that
Yeah,
it's
yeah.
like,
And then she'll be like, "Oh, there's an announcer. Like, oh, they're screaming. Why? Oh, what did you
yeah,
do
yeah,
there? Like,
yeah.
what is even going on
Mom's like,
here?"
all I see is flashing lights, but it sounds exciting.
Right. Like, no, mom, that's me with the axe. I'm just like dunking everybody. We're like, oh, West Siobhan St. Patrick. Or no, it was vivid. It was vivid.
All right, guys, welcome back to League Saturday Series. You can see me and Diddy are here with a new set, and we're excited to get into some of this stuff. Basically, how we're doing things now is we are going to give you a little bit of a patch rundown for Season 3 because we made some big changes. I guess this is going to be kind of just a podcast that Diddy and I are going to do from time to time. We're going to try and get some interviews going here. Hopefully, you guys will be interested. If you guys have anything you want us to talk about or you want to jump on the podcast with us through video call, you can let us know in the comments or join our Discord. We'll get a link for you guys on the screen here. And yeah, so we'll jump right into it. First things first is no longer do we expect you guys to come in here for like 13 weeks in a row and commit every single Saturday morning to playing in our league.
Yeah, it just seems a bit more reasonable with, you know, COVID. You know, things going back to normal. Kids are gonna have
Yeah,
more.
like COVID restrictions are being lifted.
There's more time obligations for players on, or just more things to do in
Yeah, it's
general
summer.
in life
Yep.
during the summer. So to ask players to spend, hours of their Saturday, over the course of 12 weeks or so.
Practically the whole entire summer.
Right.
Yeah.
And then if you were to join each of our splits, it's like your Saturday forever, right?
Yeah,
So
yeah,
it's a
exactly.
ton of
Yeah.
time, and we talked a lot about the time investment versus return, and I thought it was smart that the guys at One Life to Play came up with, first like single day payout, like you bet on yourself, and if you win, you get paid that day. I think
Yeah, yeah.
that's
Something we kind of came to, and Diddy had a lot to do with this as well, is we were just thinking about as we're trying to reach out to you guys, the players, and figure out, who's going to participate in season 3 of LSS. A lot of people have a lot of questions about rank cap, the time frame, things like that. And it just seems like the general feedback we got was too big of a commitment, and another big thing was the rank cap. We had no rank cap before, so that's the first thing we could talk about.
Yeah.
Is we decided to implement a rank cap, and we basically are taking a point system that is commonly used in a few other leagues and tournament organizers. We'll put that up for you guys on the screen here as well. But basically, we're calling it a diamond league.
yeah.
So
And I think the point of this league is we want it to be the step you take before you're in high level amateur. So, for example, Proving Grounds or any of the amateur scene that is going to have eyes from the pro community, because we do see the trickling down from the pros into amateur. Pro academy, now amateur, has professional cat like Riot Production pro casting, and we want to be the next step under that. And so to let for there to be no cap, it really would dissuade a lot of the teams
up and
that
coming.
up and coming, teams that are working to get to that next level, to see that if there's a challenger and a GM on a high diamond team, they're not going to want to sign up for our league if
They don't want to
they
put their
think.
money on the line when they,
Exactly.
based off of just the ranks they're initially seeing, going, oh man,
Yeah.
me and my team we're plat with 2 diamonds. This doesn't really look fun for
Yep.
us.
And to be blunt, like, we want to target the players that are at that college level, like from high school to collegiate, but you're not quite semi-pro, you're not quite amateur. We want those players in our league, and I think encompassing the diamond as a whole is a good way to do
Yeah,
that.
we went to a point where like we want the best quality teams, we want the best quality content, we want to cast the best we can, and it kind of became to the point where we realized like, oh, we're really just catering to the it's like the elite of amateur.
Yeah.
So we wanted to step away from we're just targeting those top tier amateur teams to let's make this a more digestible, shorter time frame, faster payout, more accessible league for
Yeah.
your average amateur and collegiate level.
while keeping the production as high level as we can.
Oh yeah,
Because
we're bringing it to you the same as before, guys. That's
yeah, I
for
mean,
sure on
you
the
could see
production side.
this new set. I mean, it was just winter, now it's summer, and look at what's
Woo!
behind
Oh
us.
my
Like,
God, that sun is like in my eyes.
you know, we
Shit.
want to do interviews, we want to do all the bells and whistles for you guys to, you know, add another draw, another reason to be in LSS as opposed to any other league, because I think like we are in that trickle down to some degree. Yes, Riot is kind of doing everything. They are the overlords. They are daddy, but you know, we want to be a part of, you know, maybe that next step right under them.
Yeah, definitely. Um, so let's talk about the point system a little bit and how it works. Again, I said, you know, we'll have it up on screen for you guys while we're talking about this so you can kind of look it over. And there will be more information in our rules. You can find that at onelifetoplay.com/LSS. We've got the rule books, registration, all that stuff right there accessible for you guys. But you're taking the highest 5 players on your team, adding them all up based on this point system. And if they surpass the Diamond 1 average cap, then you're no longer eligible for the league. So unfortunately, that did end up having to kind of cut out some of the teams that were interested before. But again, that was something we were worried about, that maybe those are the teams that are kind of scaring away the
Yeah.
wider player base.
It's simple as that. I think if you are, you know, when I was talking to some teams, it's hey, what's the cap? There is no cap. Oh, there's no cap. So, you know, if
and
my
then it just
team
ends
is,
right there.
yeah, if my team's D3, D2 average, and I know there's no cap, all it takes is one, you know, a team with like 2 GMs, and then like it really is the difference between, you know, D4 to D2 and then a GM player. It's like so incredibly exploitable that you
Yeah.
know you can really have put a confident bet on the higher elo team, and they're gonna win most of the time. So what I like about this point system is you can have a Masters player, but the Masters player's point value is going to be so high that you would likely need to be like D4 to D3 average throughout the rest of your roster.
Yeah, so like what Diddy's saying is it's not cutting out any master or higher players, but you can't have 4 diamond 1s and a master, because then you're over this point value. You could
It'd be far
have
over, yeah.
you know, 2 plats, 2 D4s and a master, and
Sure.
that probably squeezes you in underneath, and you can go with that.
And what this does is it allows a lot of universities to actually consider our league, because the problem unis have is they have access to, you know, a decent player base, but then they're constricted to that player base, you know, the students of their school. So they could have, you know, one Masters player, but then at each position, the next best guy could be all over the place. It could be,
Yeah.
you know, you might have a low platinum top laner, but then your AD is randomly, you know, low Masters. So then,
Or randomly silver. Like,
right, yeah. So like, I've seen, you know, over time, universities have the, you know, highest variance in rank. So to allow universities who have a Masters player, and what is the individual rank cap? There is not one, right? So you
Yeah,
could
we have
be,
no individual rank cap. So you could be rank 1. Challenger has its own, you know, point
you'd
value.
have to have like bronzes.
So if you had like,
yeah.
if you had, you know, 3 golds and a plat and then a
Right.
challenger, like I think your team could fit into the cap. Don't take my word for it, because I don't know all
Well,
the points off the top of my head, but you guys will know.
You can pause
because
and
it's
go
getting-
back and look
Yep.
and do the math there. So it allows a lot of universities, a lot of teams who are maybe local, or like there's a lot of reasons you would have high variance within your rank. And so we want it to be a diamond league, but we don't want teams who have players who are striving to crack Masters or crack GM 300 LP. If you have a player that driven, we want you to be able to be in our league while keeping it fair. And I think this point system is
Yeah,
a
I think
pretty
it is.
reasonable way.
I think it is fair. So we think that the format we've moved to is a lot better. So the last Saturday of every month is going to be a 1-day tournament.
Mark that down. Last Saturday of every
So
month.
it will be July 31st, if I'm not mistaken. We are doing 8-team minimum, 16-team cap. So you guys, if you guys are interested, head over to League Saturday Series website. Sorry, onelifetoplay.com/LSS. and that is our direct website. You can go there. You could register a team. It is $100 a team to enter, but we're talking $1,000 prize pool. So that's $100 Saturday night or Friday night. You join up on Saturday and you can get payout day of. And yeah, I mean, the biggest thing for me is I think we're going from spending, multiple months every Saturday morning to one Saturday to get your payout that day is so much more enticing for a team to decide to join up. And especially when there's a cap and you don't have to go in thinking like, oh, what if there's a team with 2 challengers on it and we get rolled.
Yeah, definitely. And the fact that it's week by week, if your team fits in the cap one week, you can join up. If you exceed the cap the following week, then you can't. So then teams can, reliably know that there won't be a team higher elo. And another thing is universities and amateur organizations, when you pay the $100 fee, you are not only betting on your team, but we want you to engage with us on Twitter, interact with our posts, and get your fans engaged in what your team is doing. Hopefully there's some exciting clips that you can, use for future content. And if you know,
we love the, sorry to cut you off, but we love the interviews too. Like we will have the wonderful Holy Boxers will be back for tournaments, and we love doing interviews with the players. We'd love to get players, coaches, directors, anybody to hop on with us and answer some questions, talk to the fans, and that as well makes for some great content to get you, involved in the in the scene. So
yeah, so think of it as an investment on your social media platform growth as well. You want to have clips of your players to present them to your fans. You want to have reasons for your fans to be aware of what you're doing. And if you can rely on us to be here every month trying to put on a good stream, a good show.
That's why we love and put so much care into the production, is for those moments of, hey, Mom, check out this clip that I, it's like.
And then she'll be like, oh, there's an announcer? Like, oh, they're screaming. What did you do there? What is even going on?
Mom's like, all I see is flashing lights, but it sounds exciting.
Right. Like, no, Mom, that's me with the axe. I'm just, like, dunking everybody. We're like, oh, Or no, it was ribbon.
Back to the format. Another fun thing we're doing with the format this time around is we're going to have groups. So we're going to have the solar group and the lunar group. Ooh. Okay, so for the format, as far as having these 2 groups go, is they're going to play, we'll have 2 tournament brackets going, a lunar side and a solar side. And basically, you will play out to a winner from each side of the brackets, and they will play against each other for finals. And the losers of those matches will play against each other for third.
Okay, are these best of 3? Or
everything will be best of 3. So as far as the format goes, I think that's the biggest thing. So it's one day, best of 3 all the way through, even for grand finals, and you're getting payout day of.
Same day. And shout out to my coaches out there. Any coaches listening, that best of 3 gives you an opportunity to, rally the troops. You lose a close game 1, and you're like, guys, bringing it.
Yeah, we talked about
draft adjustments.
Yeah.
We need to shake it off, go for a stretch, go eat some fruit and take a lap, get back here with a better attitude. We're going to ban this pick, and then we're just going to win. So coaches get to shine in best of 3. So that's why I love series games.
Yeah, definitely. I mean, something we talked about as we were deciding how are we going to reformulate this to make it more digestible for the players. And one of the things was like, okay, well, if we do best of 1s, like maybe we could stream more games. And we're like, well, it's like best of 3 really is the best, how you get the best competition. Everyone loves a good best of 3, especially
game 3.
Yeah, right? Like, come on, you guys know here at LSS, we love a game 3. We like taking it all the way. We have some other good League of Legends stuff going on, too, that we can talk about.
Ooh, are you talking about the AMA ramp?
Yes, I am.
Oh.
So here at One Life to Play, you can find us at 6070 Broadview Road in Parma. And we are going to be doing a LAN event. I'm trying to think of the best way to describe
LANs
this.
are back.
Yes, they are.
Who's back of the week? It's LANs.
Yep. Oh, yeah.
And it's at One Life to Play.
The second to last Friday of every month. I'm trying to think of a great way to say that, but the
Friday prior to
LSS.
out.
Yeah, the Friday prior to the weekend of LSS, we will be doing AM ARAMs, guys. And these are going to be pretty fun. I'll put the graphic up on screen for you guys so you can check it out. And these are going to be nighttime events that are going to be a 1v1 ARAM tournament.
Ooh.
Diddy and I will be there. We'll be doing some fun casting stuff. And we have a awesome 24 HP Omens here. Everyone's going to be set up at their own station. You don't even have to move, and we're going to get these 1v1s going. And something that I love that we're going to do is we're going to kind of try and, if anybody hasn't participated in any of the other events we have here, something that I love we do for our FGC events is when people aren't playing matches, they are welcome to come up to the commentary desk, grab a headset, sit down, and commentate some games.
Yeah.
So that's something we're going to tie into this as well. So if you're in between your 1v1s, or you're out of bracket or whatever and you're having a great time, you can run up, sit down on camera, and join in on the commentary and just have a good time. And it's a really great experience to have here amongst fellow gamers.
I can remember one of the first events we did similar to this was a LAN tournament at the old One Life to Play for Cleveland State with a for cancer charity. Where, you know, when I wasn't playing, I think my team got knocked out pretty early. And so, which meant I was able to go in the back and start casting. And as players were sitting, like some of my, you know, friends that were also Cleveland State players hopped up. They took turns basically casting alongside with me, and I'll never forget that.
I'm pretty sure that was my first time casting a game.
Was it really?
Yeah.
So,
I just hopped on and I didn't know what to do. I'm like, okay, I'll just do my best.
But it's such a great environment to not know what to do because you're watching a one-on-one ARAM. You kind of know they're just going fisticuffs, baby. You're going for that kill. We'll talk about ways to win in a second, I'm sure. But yeah, don't be shy to come up here and throw a headset on and just get some casting experience.
Yeah, and it's a great time. We've got on your little, our owner Larry just popped in over here. What time are we doing those? From midnight until 4 a.m.? Okay, yeah. So guys, it's going to be a fun time. We have some other things in the works there that if, you know, those details get ironed out, we'll update you guys. But it's going to be a late night event. You can come out, win a little bit of money, have fun, play, you know, bring your fucking pajamas and just hang out with some other league players. It'll be a fun time. Like I said, we'll be there. And we're going to do those every month as well. So it'll be nice.
Yeah, and so let me talk about the ways to win in this. For those of you who don't know.
We're get a little meta breakdown.
Standard is, okay, the old school standard was first kill, first 100 CS, or first turret. Okay.
Yeah. So here's our details. And you guys can go over to smash.gg/AMARAM, and I'll put that up on the screen for you guys as well, so you can check that out.
And that's what it is. So you either kill your enemy, you get to 100 CS, or you get the first turret.
Yeah, like I said, guys, we'll have that information up for you on screen, smash.gg/AMARAM. Check that out if you guys are interested and you're in the area. It'll be a great time. And as far as the Season 3 goes, I think we did a pretty good job of giving you guys the rundown of the changes, why we think why we thought they were necessary, and you know how we think they're just better for the league all around.
I think so.
So definitely check that out, guys. It'll be a onelifetoplay.com/LSS. You can go there, get the rule book, get the point system, check out some of our previous information from the other leagues. Check out some of the content we've already done as far as like past productions and so on, if you want to kind of get a gist of, you know, what you'll be a part of. And you can also register there as well. So go ahead, check that out. All the information will be here for you guys. And yeah, have a good one.
Nice Seraphine ulti charm on 2 into root on 2. This is what I'm talking about.